everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Britney Spears' self-titled Britney album, and let's get into it. So track 1 is I'm a Slave for You. So, you know, you got this Neptune's production on here, which I think was very for the time. She did well on it, the vocal fits on here. Songwriting on here is super catchy. Elephant in the room, a white person should not be saying I'm a slave for you for obvious reasons. They tried to offer this song to Janet Jackson, she passed it up, Britney ended up doing it, and you know, it's became iconic for her and everything. You know, we know the VMAs, we know about the music video and the choreography with that. Britney ate this song up. Britney ate this song up. You know, every once in a while I listen to it. Not particularly a favorite for me off this album, I would say, but you know, something that was of the time, and you know, Britney nailed it. Track 2 is Overprotected, and this is the radio edit. And so basically on this song, she's kind of just talking about, I'm young, let me make my own mistakes, let me figure stuff out. I don't want to feel so overprotected, and I'm just not really able to live my life to the fullest, essentially. And so unfortunately, it's kind of foreshadowing what would happen with the conservatorship. As we know, lyrically, I feel like it's well written, it's straight to the point and everything, it's catchy, and I love how she comes into the song, the production, and just, you know, the confidence and everything. She says, say hello to the girl that I am. You're gonna have to see through my perspective. I need to make mistakes just to learn who I am, and I don't want to be so damn protected. There must be another way, because I believe in taking chances, but who am I to say what a girl is to do? God, I need some answers. What am I to do with my life? You will find it out. Don't worry. How am I supposed to know what's right? You just gotta do it your way. I can't help the way I feel, but my life has been so overprotected. So yeah, I really enjoyed this lyrically, what she was able to do. All standpoints, I think that the song is great. The production on here is really good. People like the remix of it more. I think it's the Dark Child remix. I always prefer the original, but that's just me. Track 3 is Lonely. Decent production on here. I like it for what it is. Probably an underrated track on this album, to be honest with you. Track number 4, I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman. You know, I think she was, what, 19, 20 whenever this album came out. So when you get that age, you kind of feel, you know, I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. I'm not, you know, like 15 or whatever. I'm not, like, you know, in womanhood. So I feel like it's the perfect song, kind of bridging the gap in between that. I think it was for the Crossroads movie. I saw it on my birthday last year. I really enjoyed that movie. And my birthday coming up October 25th. I just think that this is a good moment. Production wise, I think that the vocals are fitting, kind of more of a powered ballad moment for her, which you don't really see her do as often. I like the messaging of the song. I enjoyed it. One of my favorites on the album. And you guys should give it a little bit more appreciation. I feel like it gets unjustified hate. Track number 5 is Boys. I don't really go for the song, to be honest with you. Just don't really care for it. I think someone told me to listen to the Coda remix. I feel like I thought that one was better, but I never listened to the song. I have it hidden on Spotify. It's just not for me. Track number 6 is Anticipating. This is what pop music is about. This one is very reminiscent of stuff like All For You, Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson on timeout right now, if you know, you know. But All For You is one of the best pop songs of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, that production, Janet's vocals and the layering that she did on that song, the songwriting on there was super catchy. All For You was just such a joyous song, and I think that had the most weeks at #1 on that year when it came out, 2001. Both of these songs came out in the same year, have kind of a similar vibe to it, but you know, it's just straight up good pop music. The production on here is just wonderful to listen to. Like her vocals on here a lot. Songwriting is super catchy as well. It has everything that you could want, so I love Anticipating. Definitely gonna be one of my favorites on this album. Track 7 is I Love Rock and Roll. This is a cover, and this is also in the Crossroads movie, and it's alright. It's alright. You know, I wouldn't say her take on it is bad necessarily, just not really a favorite. I think a lot of the original songs on here are better, but you know, serve its purpose. Track number 8 is Cinderella. This is like the pinnacle of pop music. I love this song. This is my favorite Britney Spears song of all time. Y'all don't give Cinderella enough. I said it 1,000 times. And another thing that I constantly say is that this song should have been a single. You're telling me you got Max Martin to produce this masterpiece and it wasn't released as a single? Whoever at the label decided that, you gotta be fired, because we deserved a video for this excellent song. I love this song so much. From a production standpoint, I think that it fits super well in all the progressions and stuff like that. Songwriting wise, you know, Max Martin 8 and Britney Spears, and I believe there's another songwriter on here, so you know, shout out to them in terms of the songwriting. It's super catchy. Basically on this song, she's just saying like, look, I used to be there for you. I did what you wanted me to do. I gave you attention. You kind of brushed me off. You put me down. I'm tired of putting up with it. I'm gonna go and do my own thing, basically. So the lyrics, she says, I used to be your girlfriend and I know I did it well. Oh yes, you know it's true. You call me Cinderella. All you had to do was yell and I'd be there for you. Here I am, so try to forgive me. I don't believe in fairy tales. Here we are with nothing but honesty. I've had enough. I'm not gonna stay. I'm sorry for running away like this, and I'm sorry I've already made my wish. But Cinderella's got to go. What a great opening to the song. What a great opening to the song, okay? And then the bridge moment on here is super cool too. She says, I used to say I want you, you cast me in your spell. I did everything you wanted me to, but now I should break free from all your lies. I won't be blind, you see. My love, it can't be sacrificed. I won't return to thee. And then the way it leads back into the chorus, people have whole careers that try to make songs as good as Cinderella by Britney Spears. I saw the boxes. For me, it was just too good. It was just too good. And you know, I made a video on my favorite Britney Spears songs of all time. I had this on #1. I had this on #1. I had to do it, and y'all don't give us enough. If you don't remember the song, go re-listen to it. If you already love it, go give it it a stream and go re-listen to it. We deserve so much more for this song. They dropped the ball. I'll never forgive them for that. But number one in my household, I don't know what to tell you. Love it. Number 9 is Let Me Be. So this falls into similar territory as Overprotected, which I was kind of talking about earlier. So on the song, she says, you try to read me, you try to figure out, you try to breathe me, but you can't blow me out. You try to feel me, but I'm so out of touch. I won't be falling, you won't have to pick me up. Sorry if I sound confused, I don't feel the way you do, but I won't turn around, but I won't turn around. Think that I might back down, but I won't. Think that I might have doubts, but I don't. No insecurities, won't you just let me be, let me be. Think that you know me now, but you don't. Think that I can't stand on my own, ain't my philosophy, won't you just let me be, let me be. So yeah, pretty similar just in terms of the lyrics overall. I think it's catchy, the production on here I think is interesting to listen to overall. Vocals were fitting as well, so, and another enjoyable track on the sound for me. Track number 10 is Bombastic Love. This song, I think she's kind of exploring soundscapes that you would kind of see more on stuff like Blackout, for example, with Freak Show kind of coming to mind. Blackout is somewhere here on this wall. You just can't see it. I'll throw a picture of this full wall so you can see it, but I have Blackout up there because, of course, and that album was released on my birthday. I just think it's fascinating in terms of the production standpoint. I think that it's a great pop record. I love the progression of it. I love how the vocals were done. I think the songwriting on here is super catchy, and just what a great chorus that this is. So another great pop song in my book. Track number 11, That's Where You Take Me. It's cute for what it is, but not really one that I go and re-listen to a whole lot, to be honest with you. And I feel the same way for track number 12, When I Found You. You know, there's just so many great songs in this album, and some are just kind of there to be album tracks for me. That's how I feel. Track number 13 is I Run Away. So this is another one of my favorite Britney Spears songs of all time. And there is a moodiness about this, you know, kind of a melancholy, if you will, an edge to the song that I feel like stands out in the discography. And so I like it from that perspective. The production on here I think is strong. I like her vocals on here a lot, especially in the chorus whenever she says I run away, and then that little I run away after that, and just the way that it kind of fills the song out. So I think that the vocal production on the song is actually underrated, if you let me tell it. And I love the songwriting on here, especially the chorus. She says, let's pretend that I've moved on, and I'll tell myself that life goes on without you. Open my eyes, look deep inside, I run away. So yeah, it seems pretty simple on the surface, but I think that it kind of just works with the song. The progression of the song, especially that kind of like bridge part, I think is super cool. So for me, there's a lot to like about the song. Like I said, one of my favorite Britney Spears songs, just on all levels. I think that this song is absolutely phenomenal. Track number 14 is What It's Like to Be Me. So Justin Timberlake was involved in the writing of this song, and he has some background vocals in here. He might be involved in another song or two on this album. Basically, this song, she's kind of just saying like, look, I'm famous. There's certain things that are going to come with that. Basically, either give them the ship or don't, you know, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna have to kick you the curb, like it is what it is, essentially. So kind of falling into similar realms with, you know, Overprotected, Let Me Be in a way. So I like the confidence that she has on the track, the kind of sassiness that she has. In the lyrics, she says, walk a mile in my shoes, do me right or I'm through. Can't you see that if you want to stay around, I'm telling you, you've got to figure me out, boy. Take your time or you lose. This is my game, my rule. And I can see, obviously, baby, you don't know what it's like to be me. What a good chorus. What a good chorus. I gotta give Justin Timberlake his 10s. Justin Timberlake got a one-way ticket to hell. I will say that 1,000 times. I don't like him as a person. I drag him as a person every chance I get. I like his music. I made videos on his music, you know, and I feel like we can kind of do both of those, because people either infantilize him or they just drag him all the time. I feel like we can have a good, you know, middle part. And yeah, but I just think that it fits so well in this album with what she was going through at that time, and it just works all the way throughout, you know, lyrics, production, vocals. This song is really good and an underrated song to sound, if you let me tell. Track number 15, Before the Goodbye. Another one that's not really that memorable to me, to be honest with you. Probably skip for me on this album. Not to share my favorite songs on this album. So Cinderella, number 1 for me, obviously, and then I Run Away, of course, Bombastic Love, Anticipating, I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman, and then for my honorable mention, I would have to say What It's Like to Be Me. So my overall thoughts on this album, y'all underrate this album in Britney catalog. Every time we get ready to talk about Britney's best album, we know Blackout, we love Blackout. I'm not gonna argue that being at number 1, that's a consensus number 1, and you know we have that. But y'all always put in the zone over this album. I don't understand. I feel like this album was her first good album. The first 2 albums were carried by the singles, in my opinion. This album, she had, you know, more control over what she kind of wanted it to sound like, over the direction. I feel like it's representative of her at the time. I feel like it sounds good for the time. It still sounds good now. There's a lot of great moments in terms of production. Songwriting on here is decent and on point for where she was. I think the vocals are good for Britney standards. So yeah, I think that this is a really good album, and y'all don't give it enough credit. And I've been saying that since, you know, I got into this album. Really, I'm sorry, y'all do not give this a 10s enough, and I don't know why. Album cover on here was really great as well. We have to give 10. So shout out to all the songwriters, the producers, the engineers, everyone who played a part in this album. I have to give 10s because this is one of Britney's best albums. And I feel like if we were to put this album up against some of Britney's best albums. Y'all see how strong this album is. Y'all don't give it enough. Y'all don't give it enough. It can never be me. I'm always gonna defend this album, and y'all can't tell me otherwise. Y'all can't tell me otherwise. Absolutely love this album so much. The place that it has in her discography, and you know what would be to come after this album for the most part. So yeah, you guys should definitely listen to it, give it a little bit more love, but just glad to finally do a review on this album. I said this before on Twitter, but Britney Spears is one of the best pop stars of all time. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all will never disrespect Britney in my presence. Y'all couldn't. I'm sorry. And so, like I said, I definitely want to do a video re-ranking her albums because her discography has hit differently for me, like this past, 2 years, just I want to say. So I kind of want to re-rank it. I want to do a video on circuits, hopefully more to come. But yeah, this was a really fun video to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I have done some more videos on Britney Spears. I'll link them below and at the end of this video if you would like to see more and everything. And yeah, that's basically it for the review of this album. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What are your favorite songs on this album? What are your memories with the album? What are some fun facts? I would just love to learn more about this album, and we can continue that conversation and everything. And so let me know what you guys think of the new background and everything. This is kind of just something that I'm trying out. I might do my reviews and stuff like that here in the future, maybe some second channel stuff here in the future, but let me know what you guys think. I think it looks better from a lighting perspective. I think it's more dynamic and everything, so I might switch to this just for the reviews. The reactions will probably still be in the other place, but let me know the feedback. Also, this is the first video I've been in a really long time. I apologize for that. It was just easy to do videos on my computer. That's what I felt like doing. I don't have to get ready for the video. I can just do it and go, so it's a lot easier in terms of editing and stuff, and so that's why I kept doing it for the most part. Also, I just felt like my skin wasn't looking the best, so yeah, that's why I wasn't on these past few weeks, but glad to be back, and hopefully for the most part I should be in my videos going forward. I might do the voiceover videos every once in a while, but I think being in the videos, having that personality, I think that that's something that is important and everything. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video though. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give a like below, helps me out a lot. So I very much appreciate it. You can subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. If you hit the bell, you get a notification on your phone every time I post and not miss some brand new videos come out. First link down below in the description will be my second YouTube channel. So on there, I'm just talking about pop culture and trending moments and stuff like that. So recently I did do a video and I ranked all of Britney's #1 singles, so you can check that out. I did the same for Rihanna recently. I ranked Mariah Carey's closing track. I talked about what are my thoughts on Beyonce being snubbed for the CMA Awards and also the state of country at this point. So that's the kind of the stuff that I typically talk about every single day. I'm talking about music in some way. And so I also have videos on dance songs. It's like my favorite show of all time. And so I do videos on the NFL sometimes. I got my Jared Goff jersey on today. And so like I do predictions for who I think is going to win for the next week. And then I also give my reviews on the games that I watch that week. So, I'm having fun with it. I got into it last year. And so this has been something I've been enjoying doing. Talk about the WNBA. Sometimes I am rooting for the Lynx to win. And I hope that they win the championship. We shall see. And so I do tier lists. I just do whatever I want. So if you want to see more of me, you want to see daily content, more shorter form videos, then you can subscribe to my second channel. It'll be the first link below. And also thank you guys for the support. I think we hit 5.7K subscribers. Never thought that that would happen. Like the growth this year has been insane. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the support, the shares, like, the comment. I appreciate all that. It means so much to me. And also thank you so much for 1.7K subscribers on this channel. It means a lot. And so also gonna have social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, Airbuzz, if you would like to follow me on there. And Free Palestine, this is something that we must educate ourselves on. If you wanted links to educate yourself on the situation, also to donate, I have links for that down below. And also make sure you register to vote. I will be voting for Kamala in November. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.